to another episode of Books and Beers. I'm here with Falc. Welcome to Boston, Falc. Nice to have you back.
How are you feeling, bro?
Oh yeah, I feel great. I actually have my roommates here. How do you guys feel?
We feel good.
You guys can speak?
Yeah,
No?
I feel good. Good.
We have a great episode planned for you guys. We're gonna be reviewing Some, which is the book that Benny destroyed. If you want to see that video, go to Books and Beers Club. It's basically 40 stories of the afterlife. It's pretty cool. The writer, David Eagleman, is a pretty smart guy, and
He's like a brain surgeon? Is that a neurosurgeon?
a neurosurgeon.
Yeah, he just reads a book that is
Neuroscientist.
yeah.
Thank you, JP. Appreciate it.
He's very well known, especially because he just released a book about the mind. And the thing about this book is that it's 40 stories, no introduction, nothing, just straight up 40 stories. He never gives an explanation about how he got to these stories or anything. It's just theories about what happens in the afterlife.
And they're all independent, so you can read this book without having read the others, but we'll get there. Each one of us are gonna tell our favorite stories, so be prepared. All of us have read the book, besides Tomas.
Yeah, an important thing, by the way, we've had guests before, but today we have our first female guest. So let's give it a round of applause.
Alright, that's enough.
That's enough. Yeah.
But yeah, let's get started. Get out of here, Falcon.
Alright.
Can I just say something to the camera?
Yeah, of course.
I felt that with the stories that I read, I learned a lot, and that's why I enjoyed it very much reading outside.
By the way, if you guys don't know him, he was one of my roommates that had COVID. His name is Thomas. He's gonna tell us his favorite story of the book.
My favorite story was Will the Wisp. The story basically goes that in the afterlife, you can watch projections of the real world from the afterlife.
You can basically watch what's happening in the world on TV.
On TV, the sinners in the world are the ones who have the ability to see the ripples of your wake in your life. So, and I found it very interesting because of the fact that it showed me what it means to leave a legacy in this world.
You can watch live on TV, and the conclusion of that story is that you have a membership card, and that membership card expires, and when that card expires, you can't see what's happening in the world. And when that card expires, people in the outside suffer, people that can't get in to watch TV. And what the guy says is that people that are on the outside are actually in heaven because you're freed from all the stresses of watching what's happening on earth, and the people that have the membership forever are the people that are in hell because you're always going to be watching what's happening on earth. Great story. I love that story too. Thank you again for showing up.
Thank you guys.
I'm glad you're my roommate. Alright, next. Come here, Sylv. So Sylvia's actually a vlogger herself.
I'm not a vlogger or anything.
She actually,
Oh my God.
I'm the host here, not you. So let me talk.
Okay.
So she actually reviews burgers or
No,
fast food. Food. She loves food.
I
she
love
loves
food.
clothes.
But who doesn't love food?
I agree. So Sylvia, first female. There's a lot of pressure.
I'm honored to be the first female.
Let me tell you, you're already doing better than Thomas. Sylvs.
Gina, Sil,
Gina.
Silver.
Actually, Gina. What's your favorite story in Some?
Okay,
Sylvia, thank you for that. I'm sure everyone in the comments care. No, I'm kidding. Let's go back to Sylvia.
my favorite story was Circle of Friends. I found it to be like the cutest story of all. It was that basically every person you've ever cared about, like during your lifetime, is gonna be there in your afterlife. So
Would I be there in your afterlife?
I don't know. Let's see how you behave. Let's see how
terrible.
you behave after college.
So basically, the afterlife is a place where all the people that you
All people that you've at some point interacted with, what I took from it, but that you've also like cared about, or that impacted you in some way in your life.
So Sylvs, thank you so much.
I'll see you in the
First
afterlife,
female.
Barnes.
Will you? That's awesome. I love that. Cheers, Sylvia. I love that. Now let's bring fan favorite Gene to the talk show. Gene, first question. Fans have been wondering. They're going crazy. What happened to the mustache, man? Like, why did he shave? I don't think it was a good move. Like, the fans are wondering. They're going crazy in the comments.
It was too much for the people, man. It was just
too much.
It had to go. Yeah, it was causing a lot of controversy in Puerto Rico. Back home, it was a big topic, and it just had to go. It'll be back eventually.
It was a good statement, though. But back to the book. Did you read the whole book? Actually, I've never.
I'm like 3/4 of the way there.
No, but honestly, JP, great reader. Unlike Thomas, I feel like a mentor to JP. By the way, 2020 goals, I'm gonna put him here. I've read 5 books. JP has read 4.
Yeah, 4. This is my 5th.
Co-host of Books and Beers, Falc, has only read 1 for 2021. So yeah, you can draw your conclusions there.
That's rough.
That's rough. Favorite story?
My favorite story is called Oz. It's pretty much about, so when you die and you pass on to the afterlife, you find this ancient scroll that says that in order to meet the creator of the world, you have to go through a very extensive journey where you're supposed to face all your fears in life, you're supposed to face all the problems you have, insecurities, hardships, and the point of that is to root out people who are not truly courageous enough to meet him. He goes through the whole journey. He eventually gets to the palace where God is, and he's imagining how great he must be. When he gets there, he realizes that when the plot twist, when it's time to meet God, this little small, wrinkly old man comes out and he tells him the courageous are not those who can see the big face, it's the people who can live in the absence of the big face. And that really impacted me because I just thought about only the courageous people and the people who can succeed when things don't go their way. So I thought that was
great connection.
Yeah.
You can see this guy.
I thought about
I'm so proud of being his mentor. He can go. Why are you laughing? I'm proud of my mentor. Thomas giving him a clap. As you can see, the 10 days brought us close together. Fan favorite Gene. Sucks that you shaved, but thank you for that great summary of your story.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, man.
So we got second female participant in Books and Beers.
No, you only have 1.
Jenna hasn't read the book. She's drinking White Claw. She doesn't read. She doesn't drink beer. She's drinking White Claw. I know, but you didn't read the book.
I know.
So I don't know why I brought you here. I don't know what to talk about, so thank you, Ariana. Awesome. I just wanted to have 2 females in the episode. 2 females in the episode. Let's go.
Second.
Wait, I do want to say one thing about the book. I'm not gonna share my favorite story because this is Barney's video, but I read this book in college. It was sent to me, and what I really liked, it's a good book for you to start reading when you want to start reading. But I want to ask Barney, what was your favorite story?
Of course. So my favorite story was in the afterlife. You go, you die, and then you live in a world with all the versions of you, of yourself. So more successful versions that failed, and then there's you. That if you see yourself, the versions of yourself that failed, you're proud. You're like, oh, I'm better than that person. But when you see people that succeeded more with the same opportunities, you're like, oh wow, I missed out, I didn't do enough.
Wow.
Conclusion is that your punishment in the afterlife is based on you, on how much you succeeded. So if in life you didn't fulfill your potential, you didn't do anything, you're gonna suffer because you're gonna see how much you could have accomplished with the same opportunities, and that was great. So since Falcone is visiting me in Boston, and Gene and Thomas, we thought we'd do IPA from Cisco Brewers in Seaport. It's like 30 minutes away from here. We've been there.
We've been there, and we actually have
I'll put a picture here.
Yeah, we have a highlight in our Instagram, which you can follow us, that we recommend all the breweries that we go to, like places that have like good beers.
What do you think of the beer?
I like it a lot. I mean, I do like IPAs.
Wandering Haze, by the way, that's the name. I'm gonna tell you I think it's a great beer. I think I've had it already, Wandering Haze. And this is definitely a 4 for me. I love light beers like this one. I'll give it a 4.1.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
Same?
4.1. 4.1.
Alright, so...
In the book?
So since this is the first fiction book in Books and Beers,
okay,
I thought we would...
That's right. And we're gonna have a few more actually on the way.
Yeah, we're
especially next week we have a really good episode, which is a fiction book.
We're trying to diversify ourselves. But since this is our first fiction book, we thought we'd do a separate rating for fiction, because it's not fair to measure a fiction book against a self-help book, because they're extremely different. So as a fiction book, I think this writer is super creative, amazing book. I'd say it's not a book that you can read the whole 100 pages in one day because you get tired of the stories.
Yes, big thing. It's a good, because that happened to JP. That was trying to read it all.
To Gene. There's no JP. There's no JP here.
He was trying to read it like super fast because we were about to film a few days ago, and it was too much.
Yeah, he became overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's a great book to have on the side, like to complement another book. And,
before you went to sleep.
Also, I'm gonna give it a 3.8.
Yeah, 3.8 is a good one.
3.8 final. Now I'm gonna ask all the fans. So actually, last night was JP's birthday, 21st birthday, and Sylvia's. But Sylvia's 22, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah.
So JP is gonna have his first drink of a beer in camera. Gene,
salud, salud.
Welcome to the world of beer.
Thank you. It's my first beer in my life.
First beer of Gene's life. What do you think of alcohols?
Sadly, I still have no taste because of COVID, so it tastes like water.
We'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait and see.
Alright, but
I'll be back next year.
each one of you drink a sip and tell me what you think about the beer.
But out of
Ariana,
what?
you go first.
3.5.
3.
This is can't taste.
0.
Come here in the middle, Thomas. I like in camera, Thomas. Come here.
It's earthy and fresh.
Earthy and fresh.
Earthy.
So I'll give it
Why is this
a 4.2.
4.2.
The highest score.
I hope you enjoyed our French. our
Hey,
features.
you forgot one commentary.
Benny.
Benny also had a little take. Benny, what do you think?
Benny also had a little.
Yeah. No, he's speaking into the mic, bro.
Oh, he's speaking to the mic.
Yep.
So Benny said it's a 3.5. He hasn't eaten in 2 days because of Thomas, and
Yeah.
he hasn't showered in a month. So we'll definitely be working on that. What do you think? What do you think about that, Benny?
I agree. Yeah.
I agree 100%. Thank you for that.
Okay.
What's up, Benny? Yeah, I agree. Thomas is a terrible owner. But anyways, if you like this video, you want to see more, subscribe. We have a special episode next week. We're actually gonna film it tomorrow. We're very excited about that. Like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you. See you guys.
Boys.
Cheers. Hey, cut.
Yay!
Eso corta,
Sí, so. Yeah.